Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Strategy Rules, a creation by David B. Yoffie and Michael A. Cusumano. In Strategy Rules, 2015, the author delves into the business strategies and leadership approaches of three highly accomplished tech CEOs: Microsoft's Bill Gates, Intel's Andy Grove, and Apple's Steve Jobs. These book insights present a comprehensive breakdown of the strategic knowledge required to establish a competitive business and guarantee sustained success. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that David B. Yoffie, apart from being the most tenured member of the Intel board, is a business administration professor at Harvard Business School. He is also a highly productive writer, having authored or edited 9 books, including the widely popular Competing on Internet Time, which he co-wrote with Cusumano. Michael A. Cusumano has been a dedicated writer on the software industry since 1985. He currently holds the position of management professor at MIT and has authored or edited 12 books, including the renowned Microsoft Secrets. With 7 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book on StoryPlanet.net. To start, this text is promoting a resource that claims to reveal the strategies that made Steve Jobs, Andy Grove, and Bill Gates highly successful CEOs. The text highlights the impact of 3 influential businessmen, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Andy Grove, in revolutionizing the world of technology. Their skills and strategies led to the creation of affordable computers and digital gadgets that shaped modern society. The text suggests that readers can learn from their success and outlines the key strategies used by these entrepreneurs. Key idea number 1. To strategize effectively, you should start by creating a clear vision for your business. This vision will guide your decisions and actions. Additionally, it is important to set priorities based on your goals and objectives. This will help you stay focused on what is most important. Lastly, you should anticipate the needs and preferences of your customers. By understanding their wants and desires, you can tailor your strategies to meet their expectations and stay ahead of the competition. The key points of the text are: successful companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Intel dominated their industries by having a clear vision. After setting their visions, these companies developed strategies to achieve them. Setting priorities is crucial in realizing the vision, as seen in the examples of Intel and Microsoft. Anticipating the needs of customers is important for staying on track, as demonstrated by Steve Jobs and the development of the graphical user interface. Having a vision, setting priorities, and anticipating customer needs are all essential in guiding a company's success. Key idea number 2. To ensure the success of your product, it is crucial to conduct an honest evaluation of market conditions and address any potential competition. Before starting a business, it is important to evaluate the market and determine if there is a need for your product and if you can outperform competitors. Intel failed in the 1990s because they did not consider the limits of the technology at the time. Apple, on the other hand, waited until the infrastructure was better developed before releasing their product. It is also important to create barriers to entry for competitors by making your product the industry standard. Microsoft achieved this by selling their operating system to multiple manufacturers instead of exclusively to IBM. By selling at low prices and high volume, they made it difficult for competitors to enter the market. Key idea number 3. To remain competitive, it is important to take calculated risks, but it is crucial not to risk the entire company. Great CEOs take big risks, but don't bet the whole company on them. Apple's shift from IBM's PowerPC hardware to Intel's microchips was risky, but Steve Jobs knew the income from the high-selling iPod would provide a financial cushion. The decision paid off, doubling Macintosh Computer's market share. CEOs should also be willing to cannibalize their cash cow businesses to develop new products. For example, Apple released the iPod Nano and the iPad, which cannibalized their existing products but converted Windows users. Key idea number 4. Focus on building a strong platform rather than just a great product for achieving exponential growth. The key points of this text are: a successful product alone is not enough if there is no demand for it. Successful CEOs understand the importance of building platforms that make their product an industry standard. Steve Jobs initially did not understand the importance of platforms and focused on controlling user experience instead. Jobs' understanding of platforms improved, leading him to build a Windows version of iTunes, which made it a platform for Apple to dominate the music and digital media market. Andy Grove, the CEO of Intel, recognized that the computer industry as a whole was Intel's platform and improved it by developing universal connectors like USB, leading to increased sales for their microprocessors. Key idea number 5. The key point of the text is to emphasize the importance of strategizing with both cunning and strength, while also knowing when to apply each tactic. Competition in business can take different forms, and successful CEOs know when to use different tactics. Judo tactics involve being agile, stealthy, and appearing harmless to make competitors underestimate you. Steve Jobs used this approach when launching iTunes, leading the major record labels to give Apple better terms. On the other hand, sumo tactics involve using power and size, such as buying out competitors and undercutting prices. Bill Gates used the fear, uncertainty, doubt, FUD strategy by promoting Microsoft's product before it was available, causing customers to wait for 2 years. Both judo and sumo tactics have their place in business competition. Key idea number 6. It is important for companies to leverage their unique skills, but seek advice from experts for other areas. The key points of the text are: Jobs, Grove, and Gates had successful companies because they injected their own gifts and passions into the DNA of their companies. Jobs focused on design and user experience, Grove used discipline to develop a clean process, and Gates was a passionate hacker who rewrote a code himself. They recruited experts to complement their strengths and continue their education to be strong leaders. Jobs found a partner, Tim Cook, who could handle the business side, while Gates partnered with Steve Ballmer, a high-energy salesman. Now, others are drawing inspiration from these leaders' legacies. Key idea number 7. The new generation of tech leaders has learned from the strategies of their predecessors. Larry Page, Pony Ma, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg built transformative companies like Google, Tencent, Amazon, and Facebook. They learned from predecessors like Gates, Grove, and Jobs. Zuckerberg's decision to open Facebook to third parties and developers led to exponential growth, surpassing MySpace. Google took risks like buying YouTube and making Android's operating system free, resulting in huge returns and dominant market positions. In conclusion, the key message of this book is that the founders of successful tech companies like Microsoft, Intel, and Apple all use similar strategies to build their empires. They created a vision, made a plan to achieve it, took risks, and shared their talents with their companies. The book also suggests a technique for realizing your own vision by retracing your steps. Additionally, a recommended further reading is Coffee Lunch Coffee by Alana Muller, which is a guide to networking and building relationships. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on StoryPlanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on StoryPlanet.net.